When you can do that and have the yin and the yang balanced with yourself and also your heart and your mind, that is the sweet spot that you try to find every day, all day in your relationships. Hi, my name's LaChele King. I'm the Lionheart Messenger, and I want to talk to you about something that's personal to me that I went through, and I was talking to someone else, and that's just finding a happy medium within yourself when you're in a relationship. Because if you can't find that, like that certain sweet spot, then it can really tip the scales in your relationship. So I'm going to talk to you about my experience and how I talked to him to help him with his relationship. And what you need to do in a relationship is you have to have your yin and your yang. And what I mean by that is be in touch with your feminine side and also be in touch with your male side. And so when you can find a happy medium between the two of that, be in touch with both of those, whether you're male or female, you have to have a good balance between the two. But you also have to have a good balance between your mind and your heart. And you have to have it open in both ways, because if you think more with your mind and not with your heart, it can tip the scales between the two of you. So instead of focusing on your significant other, your loved one, focus on yourself. And believe me, it is so hard and it takes lots of years to practice on this, but to find that happy medium between all of that. So let me give you some examples. So if you are the mind and the heart. So let's talk about something where you've had a fight with someone or disagreement with someone and you still feel bitter inside, or you still feel hate for that person, then you're not in a good medium between the two. But you also have to be at the 30,000 feet view, looking down on the relationship as well. So when you can think about your heart and your mind and think about conversations that you've had before, arguments that you've had before, when you can find that happy medium within yourself, then you're able to verbalize to that other person, this is what hurt me. This is how I feel, but say it in a loving way. So there's that balance between the two. You're able to communicate and keep that strong foundation between the two of you. Now, as far as with the yin and the yang, with the female and the male side of you, that was the roughest part for me, is to find that medium between the two. And it's really hard to explain, but it's something where you have to think with your mind, the male side and the female side, but also think with your heart with the female and the male side. When you can do that and have the yin and the yang balanced with yourself and also your heart and your mind, that is the sweet spot that you try to find every day, all day in your relationships and within yourself. So when I was talking to him, he was just like, we just can't communicate. Every time I have a conversation with her, it goes into a different subject or it goes to left field. And he's like, I'm trying to get us back into whatever subject that we're talking about. And I said, okay, let's focus on yourself. And where are you as far as, are you thinking more with your heart or are you thinking more with your mind? And he's like, I'm pissed, I'm upset, but also my heart hurts because we can't agree on this subject and we can never find a resolution to it. So I talked him through, let's look at yourself and find a good medium where you can have a conversation and not be mad, not be bitter, but be able to talk to them in a loving way where you understand where they're coming from and you understand where you're coming from. So try to find that balance. Work on that every day. And it's not going to be easy. Believe me, it is going to be really hard to get to that center point, that sweet spot. But when you do, you'll be able to remove yourself from the relationship, look down on it at the 30,000 feet view. And I've talked about this in one of my videos, where you can look down on the relationship and understand where both of you are coming from. That will be the sweet spot, okay? And then as far as the female-male side, you have to be in touch with both to have a good relationship within yourself and understand yourself, but be able to communicate that to the person that you're with, your loved one. So think about those things, the yin and the yang, the female male part of you, but also look at every relationship that you have as far as with your heart and your mind. And when you can find that medium in every aspect of your life, every day, just think how confident you'll be within yourself and be able to communicate to whoever you're talking to, a loved one, a friend, a family member, in your career, when you're talking to your boss or your coworkers. When you know yourself enough and you can understand and verbalize that to whoever is on the other side of the phone or in front of you, then you will be able to have a smoother conversation with everyone and be able to get to your point without bringing other outside factors in, okay? So work on that every day. And try to think about that when you're having conversations with people, but also think about it within yourself and try to figure out where you need to be, what you need to focus on more, and focus on that and work on it. And believe me, you will be so happy that you did, and then you'll get to that point where you'll be able to communicate to whoever you need to talk to. So I hope that helps. And please be sure and share, like, and subscribe if you have any questions, and I'll talk to you soon.